Hey guys, it's Fire here. Now I'm Foxdrop's brother and I'm going to be bringing you an LCS teamfight analysis video today. We're going to be looking at the Vulcan CLG game where Vulcan had a 12,000 gold lead, but CLG manages to win this teamfight and then turn the whole game around and actually win it. So I'm going to play this fight through at full speed to start with, and then we're going to go back and analyse it afterwards. So you can see MannCloud's at the front here. Ahri lands a great charm onto him and Ezreal lands his ultimate. MannCloud's already really low, and so Ezreal's going to finish him off. They're going to then move on to Twitch at the bottom of the screen. You can see now that's their next focus. They jump onto him, they manage to kill him, and then the rest of the fight is just Vulcan trying to retreat. So the first thing I want to talk about is just the team comps very quickly. Now both teams are running a double threat comp, and what I mean by this is that both damage sources on each team are the mid laners and the AD. The top laners are pretty much just pure front liners. They're both built tanky and they haven't really built any damage. Now the other thing to note as well is that Malphite has 3 armor items and they're all aimed at just shutting Twitch down. He's got the Frozen Heart, which is going to reduce his attack speed, and he's also got the Randuins, which is going to reduce it even more. And because Twitch is an auto-attacking champion, that's going to really harm his damage. So let's just carry on with the team fight very quickly. We can see MannCloud walking forward here, and he's actually going to eat a charm from Ahri. At that point, everyone dives onto MannCloud. Ezreal releases his ultimate, and I'm going to pause it here. So the first thing to obviously look at is going to be Orianna getting caught by the charm by Ahri. This is a big factor in the team fight, but it's not actually why CLG end up winning this team fight. Now if you look at Orianna's items, we see that she does have a Zhonya's Hourglass, and she's going to use that as soon as the charm ends. So this is why CLG doesn't expend many ultimates trying to kill her straight away. They know that she's going to survive for a bit longer, and this is when Neo makes a really good play on Malphite and dives straight for Twitch. You're going to notice him, he's going to go across the screen and he's going to use his ultimate onto Twitch and stick onto him. You also notice Chowster at the top of your screen on the Thresh. He's going to walk round, and instead of trying to hook Orianna, he's going to hook straight onto Twitch and pull in and help CC him as well. Now the other thing to look at is that why CLG couldn't kill MannCloud straight away. You notice that Ahri hasn't used her ultimate at the moment. He isn't trying to nuke her down right this second, and that's pretty much just because of this cannon minion that I've highlighted now. Now if that cannon minion wasn't there, then Big Fat LP on Elise could cocoon MannCloud and they could CC her for long enough for Link to burst her down. Big Fat LP actually used his Q from Elise onto that cannon minion to try and kill it. When it didn't actually kill it, they're not going to get him down, and so they're not going to burn everything. Chowster's not in range for the hook, so there's a 100% chance that she's going to get that Zhonya's off, and there's no point wasting ultimates right at this point. So we're going to carry on with this team fight very quickly. You see MannCloud uses his Zhonya's. Doublelift did E in to try and get the extra damage, but unfortunately he has to flash back out. And Shen actually uses his ultimate onto Orianna, but they managed to burst through that damage, and I'm going to pause it again. Now at this point, this is where you can see Nien and Chowster have dived straight onto Zuna. Chowster used his box to keep Zuna in place. You can see the outline of it now where it was, and it means that Psycho Sid procced one of the walls and Zuna's procced the other one, so they're both going to be slowed, and it's going to be very difficult for them to get out. Bloodwater has already used his Zyra ultimate to try and save Zuna. Zuna has no flash, you can see, but he's used his barriers. There is literally no way for him to get out of the grasp of Malphite. And this is the biggest reason why they end up winning this fight. Big Fat LP on Elise is going to rappel down onto Zuna now that MannCloud's dead, because Zuna is the next highest priority. And from this point forward, it's actually going to be a mop up from CLG. I will just play out the rest of this team fight so you can see it unfold. You see everyone collapse onto Zuna. At this point, Link and Doublelift have killed the 2 frontliners there, and they're able to get onto Twitch. Psycho Sid had to retreat to try and defend Twitch, but wasn't able to, and Bloodwater's just had to run away. So that's a 4-0, and CLG are suddenly back in this game. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Now I tend to put out 2 of these every week on my own channel, so if you want to see more of them, make sure you come and check out my channel as well. Obviously, if you enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe to my brother here, and also you can come and subscribe and say hello to me on my own channel. The link will be on the screen and in the description. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.